Hey everyone, I'm King. Welcome back to King Spade channel. So I had changed to the Ranger for quite some time now, and in this video, we are diving into my Ranger build in ROMC M Classic, the Ranger Deadly Snipe Build. If you are tired of the standard fast auto attack crit build and want something unique, this might be the build for you. But before we dive into the details, let me give you some context. During the closed beta test (CBT), I went for the Shadow Chaser job class, experimenting with builds like Triangle Shot and Magic Trap. Before the CBT end, I switched to Ranger and tried out the Blitzer build, which focuses on the Falcon and Walk for damage. But over time, I found myself drawn to something different that I yet have a chance to try, and that is the Deadly Snipe build. So what is the Deadly Snipe build all about? The Deadly Snipe build is a skill-based build that doesn't rely on the standard mainstream fast auto attack crit damage. Instead, it focuses on one powerful skill, Deadly Snipe, which can deal massive crit damage. But here's a catch: this build isn't accessible until you reach the 3rd job Ranger, because the Deadly Snipe skill is a 3rd job skill. So it took some time to level up to finally can use this skill. Now let's talk about the equipment that can make this build shine. First up, the Forest Hunter weapon. This weapon is designed specifically for the Deadly Snipe build. It increases 10% crit damage and boosts Deadly Snipe skill damage when defined. Pair that with the White Wing armor and White Wing boots, and you get a set effect that increases the Deadly Snipe skill damage by 15%. Another key piece and important equipment for this build is the Sniper's Mantle Garment. Not only does it give 5% crit damage, but it also increases the Deadly Snipe skill crit chance by 5%. This is important because it will help with the skill's mechanic. Now here's where things get interesting. The Deadly Snipe skill has a unique mechanic. From the skill description, it said that the skill crit chance is divided by 3. So what does this mean? Normally, you would need 100 points of crit rate to guarantee crit damage, but because Deadly Snipe's crit chance is divided by 3, you then need 300 points to achieve the same effect. That's a tall order, but there are ways to reduce that requirement. This is where the Sniper's Mantle Garment comes in. It reduces the crit rate needed by 5% or 15 points, bringing it down to 285. With the right skills and runes, you can lower it even further, which we will discuss more as we go on. For accessory, you got 2 options. One, you can go with the critical ring to boost your crit rate. It can provide 14 crit rate. Use 2 of these will give you 28 crit rate. Or 2, you can mix it up with 1 Fairy in Bottle accessory and 1 Dogtooth Glove accessory. The Fairy in Bottle accessory gives you the Rage effect, which increases crit damage by 100%. But to trigger the effect, you will need to use auto attacks between Deadly Snipe cast. The Dogtooth Glove, on the other hand, give you additional range damage, which increase the skill damage further. For headgear, I am using the Happy Luna headgear for 4% damage, the Mr. Scream headgear for 4% attack, and the Bone in Mouth headgear for 3% penetration, and the Terrible Tornado headgear from the One Punch Man event. It gives 4% skill damage, which is perfect for this build. Finally, the Kissing Pouring headgear adds 5% damage to monsters. Now let's talk about cards. For weapon, I had crafted the Frioni to Frioni Star card, so I am using this from the free MVP card event. It increases skill damage by 10%. For the other card, I will pair it with the Mistletoe card for 10% damage to monster. For offhand, there aren't many great options right now, but you can use the Metal Roland card from the card event to increase damage to MVP and mini boss. For armor, the Pouring card gives 1 luck, or you can use the Heart card for 10% damage to MVP and mini boss. And for garment, the Mastering card or Hairgun card are solid choices. Mastering card increase luck, while the Hairgun card increase crit rate. Next, the skill set. Let's break down the skills that you need for this build. The 2 most important skills are the Exit Break and Deadly Snipe. Max out Deadly Snipe skill to level 13 for maximum damage and shorter channeling time at 0.4 seconds. For Exit Break, you only need level 10 to get 30 points of crit rate and 100% crit damage. Leveling it further will increase your attack range, but it is not necessary unless you want to mix in auto attacks between skill cast. Other key skills include True Sight for 10 points of crit rate, Verity Awakening for a 30% higher crit chance when the target is below 50% HP. With this skill, you can reduce the crit rate required for the Deadly Snipe skill by another 30% to 35% together with the Sniper's Mantle garment, from 300 to 195 crit rate, provided that the target HP is below 50%. Windwalk for movement speed and flee, and improved concentration skill for 10 luck, 10 crit rate, and 10% crit damage. Level 10 Vulture's Eye for 50% increased attack range. Level it up further will only increase the auto attack damage. Deadly Snipe Build will not benefit from it. Level 10 Owl's Eye for 10 points of dex, and level 10 Elemental Arrow for additional 30 points of attack. Level it up further will only increase the auto attack damage, not affecting the Deadly Snipe skill. Finally, let's talk about the Astrolabe Monument. There are 2 runes that are essential for the Deadly Snipe build. 1. The Deadly Snipe Enhanced rune increases skill damage by 5% per node. There are 5 nodes in total, so up to 25% damage. 2. The Deadly Snipe Precision rune increases the skill's final crit chance by 3 points per node. 5 nodes in total, so up to 15 points. For me, I recommend unlocking the Precision rune first to maximize the crit chance. With these runes, it reduces the crit rate further to 50 points. So now the total crit rate that you need is 150 points instead of 300 points. If the target HP is higher than 50%, you will need 80 points of crit rate, or a total of 240 points. So there you have it, my Ranger Deadly Snipe build in ROM Classic. It's a quite challenging build, mainly on the crit rate part. I will need higher crit rate than usual to land a crit damage. My equipment setup is not complete yet, but so far this is how it looks like. What do you think of the build? Do you have any suggestions for improvements? Let me know in the comments below. That's it for this video. This time video shoutout goes to... Thank you for always supporting me and this channel. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. And also don't forget to turn on notification bell so you will be notified whenever I upload a new video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. And as always, happy playing. Bye bye.